Your crunches aren't fixing your lower back. They might be making it worse. I know that sounds backwards. You've got back pain, someone tells you to strengthen your core. Core exercise means crunches, so you do crunches. Except that logic has a hole in it big enough to throw your spine through. Here's the reframe. Lower back pain is almost never a weak abs problem, the way everyone assumes. It's usually a stability problem, and those are two completely different things. Weak means your muscles can't produce force. Unstable means your spine can't resist force. Crunches train the first one. Your lower back actually needs the second one. Let's talk about what a crunch actually does to your spine. Every rep, you're flexing your spinal column forward under load, over and over. Hundreds of times if you're doing the classic 3 sets of 50. Your spine has discs between each vertebra, and repeated flexion under load pushes pressure toward the back of those discs, the exact direction that irritates them if they're already cranky. You're not strengthening your lower back, you're rehearsing the motion that aggravates it. Think of your spine like a credit card. Bend it once, it's fine. Bend it back and forth in the same spot 200 times, it weakens right at that crease and eventually cracks. Your lower back doesn't want to be the card getting bent. It wants to be the thing holding steady while everything around it moves. That's the part nobody explains.
Your core's real job during most real-world movement isn't to flex your spine. It's to resist unwanted movement in your spine while your arms and legs do the work. Lifting a box, swinging a golf club, catching yourself when you trip. In every one of those, your core's job is stiffness, not crunching. Here's the mistake nobody talks about. People with lower back pain do more ab work, assume crunches count as core, and wonder why the pain doesn't budge after weeks of effort. It doesn't budge because you were training the wrong pattern the whole time. You got stronger at spinal flexion. Your back needed spinal stability. Different job entirely. So what actually helps? Anti-rotation and anti-extension work. Exercises where your core's job is to resist movement instead of create it. A dead bug, lying on your back, opposite arm and leg extending while your spine stays glued to the floor, teaches your core to stabilize while your limbs move. A bird dog does the same thing from all fours. A plank, held properly, trains your core to resist your hip sagging, which is anti-extension in action. None of these involve bending your spine forward at all. Now, here's how to know if you're doing this right. If your lower back rounds or your hip sag during any of these, that's the instability showing up in real time, and that's exactly the thing you're trying to fix. Keep the motion small and controlled rather than big and shaky. A dead bug done correctly looks boring. That's the point. And no, this isn't just about the exercises themselves. Hip mobility matters just as much. Tight hip flexors from sitting all day tug on your pelvis, which changes the angle your lower back has to work at just to stand up straight. A basic hip flexor stretch, 30 seconds aside, isn't glamorous, but it takes pressure off a spine that's been compensating for tight hips for years without you noticing.
There's a reason crunches became the default answer too. They're easy to count, easy to feel burning, and easy to put in a workout plan without thinking too hard about it. 3 sets of 25 feels like progress because you can measure it. Stability work is quieter. You don't get that burning feeling. You don't finish a set of dead bugs gasping, so it doesn't feel like you did anything. That's the same trap as skipping cardio for feeling unproductive, except here it's backwards. The unglamorous exercise is the one actually protecting your spine. Here's a comparison that makes the difference click. Imagine holding a plank for 30 seconds versus doing 30 crunches. The plank never lets your spine move. Your core just resists gravity trying to sag your hips down. The crunches move your spine through its full range over and over in the exact direction that's already irritated. Same amount of time, same muscle group technically working, completely different effect on the actual structure causing you pain. One trains your abs to work. The other trains your spine to fold, which is the last thing an irritated spine needs more practice doing. This isn't a core work is bad video. Your abs absolutely need training, and a strong core matters for almost everything you do. It's just not built through the motion crunches ask for, especially not when your lower back is already sending you signals that something's off. Before you go try this, a quick word on recovery, because if your back's been cranky for a while, mobility work matters as much as the fix itself. Today's sponsor handles exactly that gap, but we'll get back to your back in a second. So here's your actual takeaway. Drop the crunches for a few weeks. Replace them with dead bugs, bird dogs, and a proper plank, and add a daily hip flexor stretch. Your core's job was never to fold you in half. It was to keep you steady while everything else moves. So yeah, your crunches aren't fixing your lower back. Now you know why, and now you know what actually will.